Every time you send a prompt to an enterprise AI, you pay a toll. Your data leaves your device, travels to a server farm, gets processed, and returns. You pay for the computing power, and you pay by exposing your proprietary information to third-party servers. For law firms drafting contracts, hospitals managing patient records, or financial advisors handling portfolios, this pipeline is a complete deal-breaker. Strict compliance laws mean they cannot legally send sensitive data outside their own walls. They are effectively barred from the efficiency gains offered by modern language models. Even for businesses that can use cloud AI, the costs compound quickly. Every word sent and received consumes a token, racking up steep monthly subscription fees and hitting strict usage limits the moment a company tries to scale its operations. Business owners are left staring at an impossible choice. They either adopt current intelligence and sacrifice data security, or they keep their private data locked down and watch their competitors pull ahead. Google eliminated that choice completely with Gemma 4. This is a frontier-level AI model that runs directly on your own hardware. It severs the connection to the cloud entirely. It operates as an open-weight model. You download the actual learned knowledge of the AI directly into a file on your machine. Once it's there, you can turn off your Wi-Fi router and the intelligence continues to function with zero internet access. Google released it under the Apache 2.0 license. Anyone can use it commercially. There are no royalties to pay, no usage limits to track, and no legal restrictions blocking you from building and selling a competing product with it. A trillion-dollar tech giant is handing out its flagship technology for free. They removed the subscription fee and gave up control of the data, shifting the established economic rules of the software industry. To understand how this works, we have to answer a specific technical question. How did Google compress the intelligence of a massive data center into a file small enough to fit onto a standard smartphone or laptop? They built specific models for different hardware. The E2B and E4B are hyper-efficient edge models. They process text, vision, and audio natively, and they are lightweight enough to run completely offline on mobile devices. For desktop computing, Google introduced the 26 billion parameter model. This utilizes an architecture known as a mixture of experts. Instead of running the entire neural network for every single word you type, the system divides its knowledge into 128 highly specialized nodes. As a prompt comes in, only 8 specific experts required to answer that exact question light up. You get the deep reasoning power of a 26 billion parameter model, but your computer only pays the energy and memory costs of running a tiny 4 billion parameter model. For high-end workstations, there is the 31 billion parameter dense model. It uses raw computational power to match the performance of models 20 times its size on complex math and coding benchmarks. Hardware limitations are no longer an excuse. High-end logical reasoning is now a standard capability of consumer-grade electronics. Deploying a local AI sounds intimidating, but it no longer requires a computer science degree or a working knowledge of complex terminal coding. Free software like LM Studio makes the process frictionless. You open the app, type Gemma 4 into the search bar, click download, and you instantly have a fully functioning chat interface running locally. Because the entire system lives on your hard drive, you have absolute data privacy. You can paste in client contracts, patient medical logs, or private financial statements. The information never leaves your machine, and it is never scraped for training data. Businesses are currently paying hundreds of dollars a month for complicated cloud-based software stacks to handle these specific tasks. A local deployment replaces those expenses with a free alternative. Gemma 4 acts as a turnkey compliance and cost-saving solution. It allows highly regulated industries to integrate complex reasoning into their workflows without relying on a cloud provider. This brings us back to the economic mystery. Google sells cloud subscriptions for a living, so deliberately cannibalizing their own market by handing out free local models seems completely counterintuitive. The strategy relies on developer ecosystem loyalty. Engineers and startups naturally build their products around the tools they can access and prototype with for free. When those local applications succeed and scale up to millions of users, a single laptop is no longer enough. The operation inevitably outgrows local hardware and requires massive server infrastructure. The path of least resistance for these scaled apps is to migrate directly to Google Cloud's Vertex AI. The developers are already using Google's models, turning free users into high-paying enterprise clients. The open-source release of Gemma 4 is a calculated acquisition strategy. Google is capturing the next generation of enterprise developers before they even start building. The immediate market opportunity lies in building local, private AI workflows for businesses that are still legally unable or too afraid to use the cloud. The window to build these systems and secure high-paying retainer clients is open right now, before local AI becomes standard corporate practice. Navigating this massive shift requires precise execution. Coach BK Han and the AI Hustle Generation provide the exact mentorship needed to turn raw open-source tools into tangible business leverage. The most powerful AI technology is now completely free and accessible. Expert execution and strategic implementation are the only true competitive advantages left.